YouTube, what is going down, guys? This is Woods and I'm back at it again with another haircut tutorial for you guys. You guys already seen how my guy came in looking, so we're going ahead and jumping straight into this haircut tutorial. Right here I have my one guard all the way closed and we're going with the grain of his hair pattern. The reason why we are doing this is because it will give it a nice laid down look. But the reason why I chose this length as well is because he always comes in just telling me, hey man, I want it as short as possible while making sure my waist is in there. In my professional judgment, I feel like that is a one guard all the way closed. But right here, we're just making sure that we're following exactly the direction that his hair grows, because if we accidentally go against that direction, it will appear shorter in that area than the rest of the head, and that's not something that we want. We want a consistent look all the way around. So just be careful and be patient. Alright you guys already know I like to start with the lining, so I'm going ahead and prepping my front lining with some holding spray. It's just some easy Tresemme holding spray. You spray it down a good amount, brush everything into place and dry it. So while I'm waiting on that to settle in, I go ahead and start on my neck lining, starting around the ears, using my corners to go around and get that circular shape around the ear. And then when it comes to the nape, I start at the darkest point and I just go ahead and connect the dots to what I've already done. And then I'm going to go ahead and set in my primary ball guideline for my back taper, but I'm not going to start on it because we're going to start on the front line first. Alright you guys, so now we're going to go ahead and jump straight into this lining. I want you guys to notice that his head is not 100% symmetrical, which is, there's nothing wrong with that, because not everybody's head is going to be 100% symmetrical. So how we avoid making crooked lines or putting a line that's not meant for his shaped head, we start on the highest side first, work our way all the way to that side, and then we go ahead and push anything back that is preventing us from getting a straight line on the other side. Right here, I go ahead and use the push method on the vertical bars, and then once I find that darkest point, I pull back and start the chomping method. Now that the front line is go ahead and complete, don't try to make it too perfect, because that's when you will go ahead and start irritating the skin. But we go ahead, leave the lining alone, and start on our primary ball guideline, setting it into more of a round like shape, just so we're able to keep the vertical bars as dark as possible. And just going ahead and repeating now on the same thing that we did on the other side. Alright now, so it's time to go ahead and start getting into blending. Things move fast when we line up first, so lock in. Right here we have our lever all the way open, no guard, going up about a ½ an inch, but when we get closer to that vertical bar, kind of pull away from it because we still want to keep some of that darkness there. But right here we have my one guard all the way open and we're flicking out at that top, trying to create this blend. We lined up first, so kind of blend as you go, because this is the finished product that you're blending into. This is not something that you're gonna hope and pray when you line up later you hope it looks good when you line it up. This is the finished product. You're literally blending into the finished product. Right here it's time to take out that ball guideline, so we're all the way closed. We nudged at that line, then we popped it halfway, nudged at that line a little bit more. Now we're all the way open, and I'm really already cleaning up dark spots that I'm seeing with my corners, because then why pick up an extra guard if I don't need it? But right here, I'm taking my shavers and just setting in another transition of bald just to make that taper pop just a little bit more. Right here, we're doing the same exact steps on the other side that we did on the other side. So I'm gonna just go ahead and let you guys watch. So the back is damn near just like the sides. You just have a lot more room. So right here, instead of going up a ½ inch and being scared, you get to go up that full inch. Really, all we're ensuring is that we're not going past that occipital bone. So right here, I decided to debulk just to ensure that I don't go too high, to make sure that I'm setting in a certain realm. I know where not to go past with any other guard because this is the biggest guard I'm using. So right here, I'm flicking out right where that do-rag line starts to sit. So then when he puts his do-rag on, it still looks nice and clean. Hair doesn't flip up or anything like that. And it allows the haircut to last longer. But right here, I have my one guard all the way open, and I'm flicking out right where I was with that 1.5 guard. So I'm not going past that, and I'm not chasing my fade. All fading is ensuring that whatever you did with a bigger guard, you're not going in the same realm with the smaller guard. And if you do, because you are getting a little bit more confident in cutting hair, just remember to use your corners. Start with the lever all the way open and kind of work your way into the blend instead of all the time just diving straight into it. And a lot of times you make a mistake that is hard to recover from. But right here, we're taking out that ball guide line again. I started all the way closed. I nudged at that line. Now here I am. I'm halfway. I'm nudging at that line again. You're starting to see me flick more because now if I don't have to use that all the way open, I don't want to. But I still felt like I had to right here. So I went ahead, opened it up, kind of just cleaned some stuff up, and I'm probably going to go back in with it like how I thought right here with my half guard, starting about halfway. And this is what I mean. Like, work your way into the blend. Don't feel like you got to do everything that these YouTube barbers are doing. I understand that you guys are learning, but kind of work your way into the blend. You guys are trying to do things that these barbers have been doing for forever. That we feel very comfortable. We know our realms. We know where certain guards and clips or blades or whatever you're using can go. And you guys right now are still trying to get a feel. So get a feel. Don't be afraid to start with the lever all the way open and then slowly close that lever. Kind of experiment and kind of baby step your way into the blend instead of just jumping into it and hoping that that's where your realm is, or whatever you want to call it. But right here, we're going in with the freehand trim, cleaning up those loose hairs that are hanging just to give it more of that laid, neat look. You guys know it's not a finished haircut without the razor, so we had to throw the razor on my guy. Pretty much all we're doing right here is making sure that the razor is staying flat. We're pulling away from the skin so there was no slack on the skin so we don't cut them. But this is literally the last step. He did not get enhancements on this haircut. This client specifically likes his haircuts all natural. But it's no problem because you guys still see that this haircut is still clean. His lining is super sharp. That taper is super blurry. And we kept them vertical bars dark, enhanced or not. But if you guys like this haircut, guys, don't forget to go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. Like the video if you like the video, because why wouldn't you like the video if you like the video? Don't forget to drop a comment down below. I love to hear what you guys have to say down in the comments below. But guys, this is Woods. I'm out.